Hey everybody, welcome to Life is Sunny Lee with Kathy Jarvis. And today was supposed to be a bright sunny day. As you can tell, it's not sunny. It hasn't been sunny all day. And it was warmer, but we had a wind that made it impossible to light any plastic or do much in the line about out here working that we require you to not be blown away. So what I did do was I started working on redressing my scarecrows, which my husband has now nicknamed the guardians of the garden, and I love that. So we're going to work on redressing these guys. Now these things, when I first started buying them, I think like were $5 a piece. The last one I bought was over 10. So it's well worth the effort to redress them instead of buying new ones. So we're going to change these poor little guys and see if we can get some clothes for them that will make them look much better out here. We've got 4 that needs new clothes. So I will take you inside my studio and show you how we plan on redressing these guys. So let's go. Okay, first thing I need to do is take the clothes off of the scarecrow and check and make sure that everything is structurally sound on it before I can finish. So we've got the clothes off of it. As you can see, they were quite beat up, but he's not in too bad shape. His face needs to be washed. The body is all in one piece. It's not torn or anything. I do have to re-glue it to the stick, and I need to wash his face. So we're going to take him over to the sink and we're going to get those 2 things done. And I'm going to turn you off while I do that because I don't want to get water near the camera. Okay, after you get the clothes off, you'll have to take and get some newspaper, lay it down. You may have to tape 2 pieces together. But what you're basically going to do is just trace around the complete old outfit, leaving about 1/4 of an inch for seam allowances, and you'll end up with your pattern. You have your pants and your top and your sleeves. Now what you need to do is get your fabric and lay it out. All right, you take and put the wrong sides together. You sew a seam down here, sew a seam down here. Sew your 2 arms in the right sides together, and then turn them inside out, and then put them into your seam here. Remember, you don't have to make an armhole or anything. You just have to attach it to it because they don't have anything to go through there. You're going to be stuffing your straw up through here. So just make the seam straight across here, and then make sure you have the neck opening here big enough so it scoots over the whole body. Then when we get ready to dress her completely, we will do a running stitch across here and gather that up around her neck so that it stays on her. So that's the shirt. She now has a brand new shirt. Now we'll work on the pants. Okay, to make the pants, you get some fabric. It doesn't matter what kind of fabric, whatever you have on hand. You can use old towels, you can use old sheets, pillowcases, old leftover material. Just pin it on because it is a bigger pattern, so you need to pin it on and then just simply cut it out. So I'm going to cut this out and I'll be right back. Okay, when you have it cut out, remove your pins, save your pattern for next time. Put your right sides of the material together. And what you're going to be doing next is you're going to sew from this point down to here, from here up to here. You're going to leave this little spot here open for your dowel rod to go through. Then you're going to sew down on this side, down this side to up here. All this stays open. This is the bib, and we will sew the tops to connect the straps together. So that's, and save your pattern, and that's what we're going to be doing next. Okay, I did all the sewing. I did it in contrasting colors, hoping that you can see where I did. But I sewed from here to here, from here to here, here to here, leaving this area here open for the dowel rod. And then I sewed from here to up to here. And then I did the top little loops. So now we turn it inside out. And I picked some fabric that had some stains in it and stuff because I wanted it to look like it was patched. You could actually take some old fabric scraps and glue them onto it to make it look like patches. If you don't have any fabric that's already stained. I recycle everything. This is just an old recycled towel that I used to my craft stuff, and it was getting a little hoey and stuff, so I cut out around the hose and made the pants. Try to recycle as much as I can. So this is the pants for the Scarecrow. So all we have to do is put it on the body, and be back when I'll go get the body and be back. Okay, we made the shirt, and now we're putting the pants on. Simply put the rod through that little hole, and you'll notice I didn't backstitch or hem anything. The reason I didn't do that is because I picked a fabric that does not ravel. So as long as it doesn't ravel a lot, you don't have to have any problem with that. And this is what it looks like so far. We still need to take a sewing needle. Now I've used contrasting material in the past. This time I'm actually going to see if I can find some red thread, and we'll do a running stitch across here, gather that in around her neck, and we'll put a couple of drops of fabric glue here to hold that, or maybe we'll tack it with some. We'll attack it when we're going, so this stays in place, and we'll be right back. Get all your running stitches done. Tighten it up, and then make a stitch to. When you get it as tight as you want it, make a stitch to hold it there. I usually make 2 or 3 just to make sure. And then snip it off. really warm. And I'm going to take a glue gun and glue any little edges that I want and get her exactly the way I want. And then we're going to stuff some straw. Oops. Okay. Once you garden dress on and everything, you need to pull it down the way you want it. And I'll take a glue gun and glue the tops on here and glue this little edge here and here to make sure the wind doesn't blow her clothes off. And then we'll get some straw and we'll stuff her little arms and her little feet. Okay, to do the arms, I just put corn shucks up in it, used some twine and wrapped it around a few times and tied a knot. And I'll do the same thing with the feet. Gotta go out and get more straw. For the hat is very, very simple. You can either use a hat that you have, or what I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow this line here with my hot glue gun where the original hat was. And I'm going to take an old piece of fabric, line it up across here, and leave that set. Turn her over. Take this down this way and around. So that's like kind of like that. Gonna glue that. You never want to come out when you want them to come out in a hurry. Alright. Okay, we're going to glue. You can tell where the original glue was at. We're going to glue that down to here. Same thing on this side. We're going to glue it. Pull it a little tight. Glue it down. Glue it across here. And then I'm going to take this, gather it up, pull it down, and I'm going to use some more of that string, twine. And I'm going to tie it down here in the back, same way I did in the front. And make a pretty little bow. And that is a simple no-sew hat. And there she is, completely done. All she has to do is go out in the garden. But I am going to use some water proof fabric spray, and I'm going to spray her completely with that to help keep the water off of her and help her shed the water so that she doesn't get soaked each time it rains. So, saved myself $10 and only used $3 worth of material. Not bad. So if you learned anything, if you enjoyed watching this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you would. It doesn't cost anything. Share it with your friends. The more you can share it, the better off I'll be, because it means more people will see it and hopefully they'll subscribe. If you like this, or if you have any other comments about it, put them in the box below. And remember, dream big and follow that dream. Bye, everybody.